rather, some people might have a little rock and roll pneumonia.
All right, we got to talk about this next song. All in the Name of Rock and Roll. And I don't need to pull up the lyrics because I know them. The lyrics to this song, if you don't know this song, she's only 15. She's the reason that I can't sleep. You say illegal. I say legal's never been my scene. I try like hell, but I'm out of control. All in the name of rock and roll. What the fuck were they thinking? I know that this band was debaucherous, but let's keep it real. They were on a major record label. Were they still on Elektra at the time? I think. Yeah, they were on Elektra. You know, at a label where I'm sure there's guys in suits and ties discussing, should this album come out? Are these songs appropriate? You know, they've censored things before. We all know about Cop Killer and Me So Horny. But somehow this went under the radar. They were like, a song celebrating statutory rape and pedophilia? Let's put it on the album. I mean, like, what was this song? And I've heard them say, I think they've said it, I've looked it up, that the song was about Tracy Lords getting into porn when she was 15. It's not what the song sounds like. The song sounds like, I'm a proud fucking pedophile. I'm on the client list of Jeffrey Epstein. I hope this song doesn't resurface in 20 years. Or 40, or 30, like 40 years at this point. Jeez. Why was this song ever put out? You know, like, and you could say, well, it was the 80s. Anything went in the 80s. Not really, though. Like, I think if the song was about, like, their love of shooting a heroin, I think some record label guy would be like, you know, we're not going to put this on the album. But a song about sleep, like a 30-something-year-old Vince Neil sleeping with 15-year-olds, put it on the album. And you know what? I don't cancel Mötley Crüe, all right? I know they made a song about, you know, I love Mötley Crüe, right? Even if this is true, this is horrendous. But why did they put? I just, what was this song? Truly, guys, I can't defend this one. But I give them props for at least that they didn't bury the song. Like, they still put out the remaster with this, because a few years back, Guns N' Roses put out these box sets for Appetite for Destruction, and they put in the Lies album as a part of these box sets, and then they took out the song One in a Million, where Axl uses the N-word, which obviously you don't do that today, and like, it's never acceptable today. At least if you're a white guy, which would be a whole nother discussion to have. You know, yes, I know there's a million rap songs that use the N-word 9 million times. But I didn't like that Guns N' Roses buried the song. You know, I don't think Mötley would necessarily defend this song, but don't like erase it from history and take it off streaming or anything. But, you know, not a good song, not a good message.